Hello and welcome back to another video. We are once again doing another artfight speed paint. Today we are drawing Spinel, Stone Shell, and a rogue I don't actually know the name of, from Galaxy Clan, which is owned by Neoko Arts. The idea of this came from the fact that during year 26 of Galaxy Clan, Spinel led a group of rogues into the camp. So I slightly tweaked the lines of the song Other Friends. So instead of meeting your other friends, it's meeting my other friends. Can't remember if they made it canon or not. It's been a while since I watched those years of Galaxy Clan. But my idea for why Spinel betrayed Clan in the first place was a growing resentment after them being unable to save his son, Spindlefox, from Redcoff. Cat Spinel is leading into the Galaxy Clan camp, said to put Stone Shell since she was the leader of the rogue group at the time. And the other rogue, since I couldn't really think of anyone else to put there. It made her first original appearance in year 25, and her two siblings were born into Galaxy Clan. Though not long after, her mother had died, and her and her brother Clifford had been kidnapped by him. All she-cats group of rogues. Though this group did not stay she-cats, all she-cats, especially after Spinel had came out as trans. And here's where I stood about the two rogues. I just went and looked at this Discord, and I think this dude's name is Borage. Even if I'm not 100% sure what their name is, they still do have pretty cool design. It was quite interesting doing a more sleek cat, seeing as I do tend to prefer doing more fluffy cats. I like the one that's purring on my lap right now. I wanted to do all the bucketing for the gray spots in one go, so it ended up in the lines of everywhere it was going to need to go down before I did the bucketing. When it comes to colors like this, they're only really slightly different from the original color. If the bucket tool won't properly work on them, so I'll have to fill them in manually. Now here we are adding the last finishing touches with the coloring before we move on to coloring in the liner. If you think what you've heard about these characters so far is interesting, you can always check out the original clangen series. I'll probably have a link to Neoko's YouTube account in the description down below. And here's where we start drawing Spinel. I didn't like it the way that Neoko took a lot of inspiration off of the original Steven Universe character, again named him after, for the design. I mean, just like the gem, Spinel's colors heart has been placed upside down. Now I need to go through and clear out all the spaces that weren't supposed to have color with the color. How long will it take me to notice I forgot the color of the mouth then? With Spinel having such a simple design, he was definitely the quickest to draw. And here's where I noticed that I forgot the color of the mouth then. Oh, hopefully I didn't miss any other spots when I did the coloring. And Spinel's done. Now we move on to shading the piece. We will once again be starting off with stone shell. We're going to be lit from the back and partially lit with blue lighting from the crystals. I'll remember to add later on into the foreground. I probably would have had more to say about the piece if I had actually did the voiceovering after I had drawn the initial piece and it was still fresh in my mind. But, well, I did not, so here we are. With Spinel having so much white on his fur, the lighting really didn't appear too well on him. Though the shadows still appeared plenty fine. Gotta add a few more shadows, and then we'll be moving on to doing the foreground. Because Galaxy Clan lives in a crystal cave, the foreground will be littered with crystals. I ended up getting a reference for the colors of the crystals in the cave, so they would look accurate. We add text bubble to what Spinel is saying. It's well for you to finally meet my other friends. The color I put into the text bubble is the character's eye color. Put a little bit of lighting over the crystals and make them look like they're glowing. And well, that's the end of the speed paint in the video. Bye bye.